A lot of actors know that they can make industry connections and grow their following and attract more auditions. A lot of actors know that they can make industry connections and grow their following and attract more auditions on Instagram, but they just have no. My girl Heidi Dean is hands down my favorite resource for social media. She is always my go-to when I need to learn something new. So check out this super helpful snippet from a training that I did with her for members of the table.
How do you balance being effective with social media and not kind of falling into that trap of just endlessly scrolling?
Well, you're 1,000% right. Social media is a time-sucking rabbit hole. If you don't have a plan, that's how they're built. They want you to stay on the social networks as long as possible.
Yeah.
Right. So they're built that way. But as an actor, if you're using your social media like a business tool, which you should be, you need to add some structure. Okay. And that's going to keep you from getting sucked into that rabbit hole. And I should know, I work in social media 24/7. I'm on social media all the time. So if I didn't have some sort of structure, I wouldn't get anything done. Right. Especially knowing how much I love TikTok and Twitter. I mean, come on, I would get nothing done. Right. So you just have to know, one of my favorite things to say is you are the boss of your social media. It is not the boss of you. Okay. You have complete control over the amount of time you spend on social media, how much scrolling you do. You have control. You just need to set some systems in place to make it happen. Okay. One easy thing you can do, since you're running it like a business, right? If you're running your social media like a business, is set a time to run it every day. Okay. If you were doing social media like for your social media manager and you had multiple clients, you would schedule that out throughout the day. You'd work on one client for a little bit, another client, another client. Why? Because you got to invoice them, right? You have to know how much time you're spending, right? So schedule your time. For me, I love to get up, do yoga, get my daughter ready for school, do all my basic stuff. And I like to knock my social media out in the morning with coffee. Some people I know don't like to do it in the morning. That's fine. But for me, I do it with something I do every day. And if you follow me anywhere, you know I'm kind of obsessed with coffee. So I'm going to have my coffee every morning, meaning I'm going to manage my social media every morning. So pick a time and, try to choose something that you do often, right? It could be coffee in the morning. It could be lunch. It could be a glass of wine at night, as long as it's one glass of wine, right?
I love that idea of tying it to a habit that you already do.
Yeah, or maybe you're a mom. I always use this example. Maybe you're a mom and like your kid watches Puppy Dog Pals every day, or whatever your kids watching these days, Paw Patrol. And maybe the Paw Patrol time is now your social media time. Now you got 20 minutes to sneak in there, right? When you're really not doing anything but watching Puppy Dog Pals, right? Watch that. So choose a time to manage that social media every day. Now you're treating it like a business, right? There's other systems I teach in my classes, like Twitter. I do not go and check the feed in Twitter at all. I run most of my social media from my desktop. That's like one of the best things I can teach you. Even a lot of stuff on Instagram, we can do on desktop now. So you guys can't see my bookmarks, but I have a bookmark called Social To-Dos. And whenever I teach people this, they go, oh my goodness. And it's so basic. So bookmark on the browser, right? When I hit Social To-Dos, this is what I do every morning. A little behind the scenes here. Twitter notifications. So it is literally a bookmark that takes me right to my Twitter notifications. Twitter lists. So it takes me right to my Twitter list. You don't know what a Twitter list is? You should, because they're awesome. They help us organize and see what we want to see on Twitter. So I bypass politics. I bypass everything and go right to my Twitter list. Then YouTube comments, Instagram messages, Instagram collections, Social Savvy Actors, my Facebook group. So I literally just go right down this list. It's like a virtual checklist. And it helps me do exactly what I need to do, get in, get out, right? Treating it like a business. It's keeping me from scrolling because I can't really scroll much on my desktop as much, right? There's less distractions. So that's another way that you can really not get sucked into the rabbit holes, is set up these systems, set up these things that really hold you accountable.
A lot of actors know that they can make industry connections and grow their followings and attract more auditions on Instagram, but they just have no clue how to do it. And if that's you, I highly recommend Heidi's Insta Actor program. It's a step-by-step online course created specifically for actors that will help you make an impact on Instagram. So click the link to learn more and check it out.